Hello everybody. Call me LW. I am about to demonstrate a latch bar exercise workout. What is a latch bar? A latch bar is a resistance band attachment system. It is not a standalone exercise piece of equipment. However, you can use resistance bands, you can use straps, you can use chains, you can use a number of different items in order to use the latch bar exercise system. See if I have a little bit more light here. So, I'm going to get started right away, and I am going to demonstrate mounted components of the latch bar system and portable components of the latch bar system. The mounted components are mounted on a board, and then the board over here is mounted to the wall. We have another setup on the other side that you can't view at the moment, but it is attached directly to the wall. So we are going to utilize the system that you see in place from this side to over here. And then we're going to move it around so that you can see the other setup that we're going to also utilize to conduct our workout. The latch bar system can be found on the Latchbar website. It is www.LW500products.net. You can also view more than 100 videos on YouTube. Log on to YouTube, and in the search field, type my product, LW500 Latchbar Exercise System. Okay, so I'm going to get started, and I'm going to start off using straps. Over here we have what's called the Deluxe flat latch bar, and we have 3 of them mounted on the wall board. Here is a round latch bar, and over there we have hand grips. But I'm going to get on the floor on this mat, and we're about to get started. I'm going to grab my set of straps, place my feet up on the wall, This system provides you with leverage and also comfort at the same time. So you saw the ease of me doing those pull-up crunches was because I was not only using my abs, but I was also using my biceps at the same time. So now we're going to grab this Deluxe round bar, and we are going to conduct pull-down crunches. So the latch bar exercise system uses either flat resistance bands or tubular type resistance bands. your core is the most important part of your workout. So you need to lean on working out your core more than anything. Utilizing the Latchbar exercise system, it makes your exercise that much easier so that you can generate your workout without as much difficulty. I'm sorry, but we need some air. So now, I'm still going to use the upper round bar, and I'm going to conduct what I call a side crunch. We're still attacking the core, although you just saw me do some pull downs to balance the exercise out. We're going to grab our hand grips over here. The hand grips are mounted basic latch bars. These are basic latch bars that are mounted vertically so that we can do a different type exercise. This will be a pull-in. You notice on the universals, you have those big handles that you always pull in towards your center. Well, you can do the same thing using resistance bands. Here we have tubular type resistance bands set up. Always remember, when you're using resistance bands, you do not have to stretch them to the maximum. As long as you are applying tension on the resistance bands, your muscles will get that workout. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We're just getting started. The only problem is we're going to run out of time because there isn't enough time in the day for me to demonstrate all the possibilities that you can do using the latch bar attachment exercise system. Here we're getting ready to use some straps. Once again. However, this time, we're going to attach them to our ankles. Since these are ankle straps or arm straps, we're going to utilize them for a leg exercise. There are also thigh straps, which are available too. I do have thigh straps, but we're going to work on the ankle straps. They're Velcro, so they're easy to attach. Now, yes, you can stand up and do this exercise, or it's easier to sit down to do a specific exercise. So when you use resistance bands, you want to make sure you pull them far enough to get adequate tension. The more you pull on the resistance band, the more tension you will get. So what we're doing now is we're doing a little leg exercise to work our hamstring muscle. And the idea of maintaining tension on the resistance band, the more tension, the more resistance. So you can also do an isometric just by holding your legs in place and moving yourself back far enough in order to get adequate tension. And then from that position, you can go ahead and give yourself a nice workout. Make sure you have enough room on your bench so that you don't fall off your bench. So you can also turn around and do the same exercise, extending your legs forward. So since these have a carabiner, it's a quick disconnect here. You can just disconnect it and reconnect it pretty quickly. And as you're now facing the other direction, readjust your bench, and now you can extend your legs forward. And now it's going to impact your upper thigh muscle and also your glutes. So your hips will also be strengthened by doing this exercise. Resistance bands are good recovery, rehabilitation. They're also good for toning your muscles, building muscle. Depending on how you want to use your resistance band, you'll get that effect. And you can always add more resistance when you're using resistance band to your desire, just like anything else. So we have another resistance band already ready to be connected. So it has a carabiner, and all you have to do, quick connect it on both sides. We have it all set up, ready to go. And now we have more tension. So with more tension, obviously, it becomes more difficult. Okay. So now we've went from our core to our arms, and now we're at our legs. So there's no ending. You would continue. You can either rotate back and do over again what you started, or you can continue. So we're going to continue, because each one of these latch bars that are mounted on the wall becomes a utility bar. So you can connect multiple items to your latch bar and conduct a thorough workout. So we have a round deluxe bar also connected on the bottom using tubular resistance bands. I have put it in place on the bench so that I could step into the resistance band. Now I'm between the resistance band and the wall. So now we can conduct a press. Yes, using the bench. Now we can conduct a bench press, or we can utilize the resistance in the resistance bands just to do an exercise, because it doesn't have to be a complete press. As I demonstrate a complete press as such, but you don't need a full press. All you need is to extend the resistance bands and work on the resistance. Because once you have a resistance band with tension, it immediately becomes an isometric. So if you further extend the resistance band, you're making it more difficult, and your muscles will start to burn even more. How about that? So if you want to do a press, then by all means, do multiple and only bring yourself down so that you can maintain resistance on the resistance band and then go back up. That's how you use resistance bands effectively. Another way of effectively using resistance bands is to do time when you're working out. These are extreme resistance bands, these tubular type. So you have two of them, and once they are looped, they become twice as difficult. So you have twice the amount of the rating of that resistance band. The same thing with your flat resistance bands. So keep that in mind whenever you're working out. Now we're going to step out of there. And we're going to grab, let's take something that's portable, anything. You like doing squats? Everybody likes doing squats. So let's do some squats. Using this squat bar, you could also do a press. You can also do curls. And all we're doing is we're standing on the flat latch bar with our heel, because as you're doing squats, you want to make sure the bar stays in position. Always remember, safety first. Now we're going to take our basic latch bar here, which has the basic round bar on top, and it is attached with extreme resistance bands here, and it is only one tubular and one flat resistance band. The tubular resistance band is folded once, and the flat resistance band is folded twice. So there's 4 strands of the flat, and 2 strands of the tubular. So it's quite a bit of resistance there. Pull it up, hold it there. Pull it as high as you can. And hold it. Then you can also do some squats. Do some semi-squats at the same time while you're holding it. Once you're finished, you can just hang it back up, or you can put it into your backpack or your exercise bag, whichever you prefer. We more or less have, this is the same kind of setup. This time we're using the Deluxe, bottom and top. Of course, with the Deluxe, you have more opportunities because you have 5 latch bars on the upper and the lower. So you can make your workout very, very difficult. You can also do curls with this. I have a little bit too much resistance on here to try and do curls. You can make your workout as easy or as difficult as you like. Because remember, all you have to do is add or subtract a resistance band. And you can also do the semi-squat with this one just as well. Don't worry, we're not done yet. Like I said, there are so many different opportunities that you have using the LW500 Latchbar exercise system. You will never get bored. And the system is easy enough for anyone to use from early ages to late ages. So you don't have to be a bodybuilder to use the Latchbar exercise system. Remember, these are resistance bands, and if you drop a resistance band on your foot, it's not going to break your toe. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So we have a set of flat resistance bands here, and we could do a chest pull. Now we could do a full-out chest pull if we wanted to, but you don't have to. You can just do it just by maintaining continuous resistance and making sure that you maintain tension on your resistance band. Now, the Latchbar exercise system we do not make resistance bands. However, we do provide starter systems using a pro source resistance band. Then you must go out and purchase additional resistance bands, just as I did, so that you can conduct the workout that you want. And in my case, I wanted to make sure that I demonstrated to you what you could actually use with the system. So I wanted you to be able to see exactly what you would be able to do when you use the Latchbar exercise system. Remember, the system can be found on my website, www.LW500products.net. Take a look. You'll see a variety of products. And as I indicate, my system can be wall mounted, or it can be carried around with you wherever you go. Take it with you on vacation. You do not have to even go out to a gym. You can create your own gym in your own home anytime you like, using portable equipment. Remember, it'll go anywhere. And with the portable aspect, you can do enough exercise and more than you actually think. So, you can also convert any spare room in your home into your own private gym. Take a look. You don't have to be as elaborate, but you can make it into your own. All you need is one latch bar. That's all you need, just one. That'll get you started. You can use these latch bars, and that latch bar is the same. This just has anti-slip strips. This has nothing. So your system is going to come however, whichever way you order it. If you order wall mount, it will not come with the anti-slip strip. If you order regular, it comes with that. So make sure you order appropriately, because otherwise you're going to be just throwing away a few cents, or you could utilize them somewhere else. It's up to you. But your system will come neutral. Just like these were neutral before I added my decor. So you can add a decor too if you like. Once again, the Deluxe flat latch bar I'm standing on. And I have regular hand grips. So regular hand grips can be used obviously with any resistance band. And for the most part, you'll get the same effect as you would using my hand grips. I prefer the hand grips and these. I like to use both of them together. In fact, I even have a set of steel hand grips to use with the set of chains that I also use working out with the system. Now, of course, you can do cross pulls. Get yourself in position. All right. And once you're finished with most pieces of equipment, you can just hang them back up, nice and neatly. What have we here? It's always something. gonna have a seat for a minute, but only for a minute. Let me, excuse me a second. I'm still around, not worried. Just had to step out and grab this, this is a piece of pipe cover, by the way. Pipe covers come in very handy sometimes. We're gonna take this pipe cover and we're gonna put it over the latch bar. Has a center latch. And we wanna put it over that center latch because we wanna bring this latch bar, what we wanna do is get in between it, the latch bar and the bench, like this. And we wanna have the latch bar resting on our waist so that we can conduct this exercise. What an exercise. Do you like that? I thought you would like that. That's pretty cool, huh? Boy, that worked me over. How about that? So, I'm gonna move the bench out of the way. And over here, we have another floor mount. So we have a floor mount on this side, and we have a floor mount right here. The floor mount right there, you saw me conducting more core exercise. Core exercise is so very, very important. And with this latch bar mounted to the floor, you can conduct another series of exercise. Including squats, curls, pulls of all types. Because now, like I said, we have a floor mount, and you can utilize the floor mount in a multitude of different ways to conduct exercise that you like. As you can see, I am getting tired or I am sweating. Not necessarily am I getting tired because I enjoy working out. But I'm not a bodybuilder. I just happen to be fortunate enough to come up with this idea. I'll tell you about it. And I know that this idea can not only help me, but it can also benefit an awful lot of you. So believe it or not, I am a prosthetic patient. I have 2 prosthetic hips. How about that? That doesn't stop me, and it shouldn't stop you. So as I said, my system is very therapeutic. I used my system to rehabilitate myself after my 2nd hip surgery. That's right. I didn't even have a patent at this time. It was in the preliminary stages. It was registered, but it did not have a patent. I am the designer, I am the patent owner, I am the brand name owner, and I am also a patient of my own product. And I wouldn't offer it to you if I didn't think that it would help you. Take a look at me. Have you ever seen anyone with a hip replacement that worked as I do? Just tell me. Let me know, because that's very important. It's very important, and I would like to know. Because it'll be a big help. It'll help me know exactly where you're coming from. So your remarks are extremely important. Now, sometimes things are a little bit too, you have a little bit too much tension to conduct, let's say, a press. This has more tension than the other one had that I was using doing with the portable piece of equipment. But you can get on your knees and you can now conduct a press. How about that? Are you with me now? That's what I'm talking about. And on the other floor mount that you had over here, where you saw me conduct the core exercise, well, check this out. Now I'm going to lay down and we're going to bring that latch bar over my head. And now I'm going to conduct the press. And also, I'm going to show you that you can use this for more than just the press or the core. You can also use that as a pull bar. Remember, all you need is to pull for resistance. You don't necessarily have to try and pull to damage or to ruin or to hurt yourself. Exactly. So, have to do a little time check here because I have a little bit more I'd like to review with you. So, hang in there, fellas. You ladies do the same. I'm going to open it up so that we can see the other portion of the latch bar setup. So now you can see that there is a standard wall mount on this side. All right, the standard wall mount is just the same as what you would probably have in your home. It is mounted to the wall, and when I made sure, I had to find the stud. Finding the stud and making sure your latch bar is securely mounted is extremely important. So, let's get started. I have a mat on the floor. The mat isn't there to utilize this equipment. The mat is there because we're going to utilize our basic latch bar. And now we're going to conduct some sit-ups. You can see that we have a number of straps on the latch bar, and they are adjusted so that we can conduct two different sit-ups. One being a crunch, and the other is ordinary sit-up. So here I am back on the floor again. And I'm grabbing a set of longer straps. And I apply tension. Remember, once I apply tension, it will affix to the bottom of your foot. And now you can utilize the strap with the hand grips to pull yourself into the sit-up position. You're also applying your abs because you don't want to just use your arms because you're going to wear your arms out. So, nor do you want to just use your abs because a lot of us can't conduct a sit-up. But I'll tell you what, if you buy or if you purchase, if you win, however you obtain a Latchbar system, you will find that you will be able to conduct multiple sit-ups, more than you ever could before. And it'll help strengthen your core so that you can conduct more than what you were initially able to do. So if you start off with a very low number, which most of us do, it's okay. You work with that number until you're able to do more. That's the application that you have to use on everything. You see how easy that was? That's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to do a few crunches. So we have to get our knees in the air. And once again, our straps are adjusted to my length. They will adjust to anyone's length. And now we can conduct a crunch. Remember, we're utilizing our arms and our abs at the same time in order to achieve this feat, okay? How about that? Now, if you had another set of straps, you could also conduct stretches. So what I'm going to do is just utilize the existing strap, and I'm going to connect the strap to the carabiner. I'm just going to connect the hand grip to the carabiner, the existing carabiners, and we're going to conduct some stretches here. So now we have the hand grip attached to the latch bar. So now you see me pull, I'm all the way pulled forward. My arms are practically at the latch bar. So now you can pull yourself into a stretch. Get a full stretch. After you finish doing stretches like this, you'll be able to put your hand on the other side of your foot like that, with your legs straight. How about that? Okay? You won't have to worry about touching your toes. You'll be able to more than touch your toes. In addition, as you're holding on to the straps, you can also raise your legs all the way, straighten them out, and pull them back. Pull them back as far as you can. Keep your legs straight. Get a nice stretch in there. Then push your legs, bend your legs, and thrust your legs forward in order to bring yourself back to a sit-up position. How you like that? So now, we've demonstrated our sit-up. There's so many different core exercises. We'll never get tired of them, and run out. So if you don't like doing the sit-up, you can use the core exercise that we did on the other side. You could do the core exercises that we did over here using the wall mount. And we're not done yet. So excuse my back. We're going to do some exercise over here using this wall mount system. We're going to start off with the hand grips. And we're just going to there you go. Bend your legs slightly and then just pull yourself backwards. And while you're doing this, you will feel this in your core and you will absolutely feel it in your arms and your shoulders. Okay, so the exercise that I'm going to continue on with, we're going to use a bench because we can utilize the floor mat and do these exercises, or we can utilize a bench. So just keep that in mind. Everything that you see that we're going to do on the bench, you could also use a floor mat and do the same thing. So let me come. We got our bench here. And now we're going to go back to doing the same exercise that we were just doing. Don't cheat yourself. You're the only one you'll be cheating. Work yourself over well. A good workout will give you an awful lot of benefits. We all need to do a good workout. And of course, a lot of these exercises that we're doing, you can lay on the bench, you can lay on a floor mat, or you can stand up and do a lot of these exercises also. This exercise in particular, just imagine being, let's say, a boxer, and you want to speed your hands up. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different ways that you can apply your workout. You don't always have to sit on the bench. You don't always have to lay on the mat. You can stand up. We're going back to the bench. And this time, we're going to grab the Deluxe Latch bar. So far, we're using nothing but flat resistance bands on this side. We have a tubular resistance band on the floor. It is an extreme, and you will see it soon. Okay, here we are. We're in the middle once again. But now we're not going to do a press per se. A push is just as well as a press. So if we push out, that's kind of like doing a press, but you're just going in a different direction. Oh yeah. And then you can bring yourself forward and just have it behind you and pull on it as you lean forward. How about that? Yeah, you can continue going on and on using the Latchbar attachment system. And we're not done yet. Let me do a little time check because our time is getting short. Not because of me, but because of rules. We can only post a video of a certain length. And after I'm finished with my live demonstration, I will also post the videos to other platforms. So we just pulled out our secret weapon. That's right. It's called a rolling bench. How about that? It doesn't get any better than that. Check me out here. Shout out to the Jinx collection. That's right. This is the Latchbar exercise system logo. Wherever you see it, it's the Latchbar exercise system. And the t-shirt was printed by my cousins, the Jinx collection. Okay, so keep that in mind. JC Incorporated. That's it. So, now we're on the rolling bench. So let's have some fun. You can utilize, once again, any one of these items that's connected over here, just as we did before, while we were laying down or while we were using the bench. But I'm going to clamp this back up here. Well, no, I'll keep it. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. So we have a set of extreme flat resistance bands. These purple ones, they are connected using a regular strap across each one. And what we want to do is put them on my shoulders so that now I am attached to these extreme resistance bands by my shoulders. So if I put my feet on the wall, I'm effectively doing a squat while I'm lying down. How about that? Because we're working our legs just as we would as if we were doing a squat. However, we're not holding anything, but we can be. Check this out. Now we can grab another set of resistance band or another component already set up, and you can conduct the same stretch. All you're doing is extending your legs now, and you can also work those arms at the same time. And you can grab any set, which is up here. Now, you feel me? Now check this out. You think those are difficult to do? Here we are here with the extreme resistance bar with 2 bands on each side. And that's why I call it the extreme resistance bar. So now we're going to take that and we're going to do a continuous of leg exercise. But I just want to move the other component out of the way. Coming up to the grand finale. So just sit tight for a moment. We're about to conduct probably our most extreme exercise of the day, but we're going to be comfortable while we do it because we can actually lay ourselves on our rolling bench and utilize our legs to push back and forth. And we're utilizing and we're working out our leg muscles. From the top to the bottom. Oh, my legs are worn out. And we might have went over the limit. So I have to come to an abrupt halt and say thank you very much to all of you. Remember, the Latchbar exercise system can be found on my website, www.LW500products.net. Almost lost it there for a second. Thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure, and I'm feeling good. Have a great day, all.